Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. It's another Friday, Retro Friday. So today we'll be playing Streets of Rage on the Sega Genesis. Sorry, there's a little echo here. So just a little background. When I bought the Sega Genesis when I was a kid, I practically bought, I practically got it as a bundle. I believe it came with Streets of Rage 1 and Sonic 2? I forget, but that was when, pack-in games were not for resale or whatnot. So this game came out in 1991. I believe I got the Sega Genesis around 1993 or 4. Okay, why isn't my start button working? Huh. Strange. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So I believe I got the Sega Genesis around 1993 or 1994. But the strange thing was I didn't really play Streets of Rage. I was more into like platformers, so Sonic the Hedgehog was all the rage. And I think I know I had a Super Nintendo first. So when I got the Super Nintendo, Super Mario World was packaged in with it, and ever since I was in love with like platforming games. I mean, I've played them on the NES, but the Super Nintendo versions or the Super Nintendo games of that generation is when I really started to pay attention or to fall in love with games. When the Super Nintendo came out, I was probably only like 6, so I wasn't really too aware of what was going on with video games just yet. But my story with Streets of Rage was I did have a Sega Genesis, and when I bought the Sega Genesis, it came with 2 games. It came with Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Streets of Rage 2. I'm not sure if that was an official bundle or not or whatnot. I know Sonic was an official release with the system later on in its lifespan, and I know I didn't get the Sega Genesis until maybe 2 years in. Like the Model 2 was out, but I ended up getting the Model 1. I know I wasn't 10 years old yet, but I got those games. So maybe Streets of Rage was packed in. I know I didn't. My mom didn't, spend too much money on it. So it must have been like a bundle from wherever she bought it, like maybe a free game or whatever. But yeah, those were my first 2 games on this system. But before I had a Sega Genesis, I had a Sega Game Gear. And the reason for that was because my mom was heavy on Tetris and the Game Boy. So when she saw the Game Gear, she was kind of blown away that, oh man, it's colored, colored graphics, the screen is like bright, the games look interesting, and I think what drew her in was columns. And with the Game Gear, with the Game Gear, there was 3 games packed in with that bundle. I remember that fondly because I didn't really play the Game Gear much because I had the Super Nintendo. I only played the Game Gear if I went out, really, and it wasn't even that much because I didn't bring it to school or anything. Like if we went to the doctor's office, I would bring it with me. But there was only 3 games I had for it at the time, and it was Major League Baseball, Streets of Rage 2, and Sonic 2. And if you are familiar with the Game Gear, their ports are a lot different from what the Sega Genesis has. But I would play Major League Baseball and Streets of Rage a lot on that system, and that's how I first heard of Streets of Rage. And it's weird because I loved Streets of Rage on the Game Gear, and I have no idea why I didn't give it a chance on the Genesis first. But I don't think I've ever beaten it. But with the Sega Genesis, yeah, I don't think I've ever beaten Streets of Rage on the Genesis as well. It's a kind of a tough game. A lot of button mashing. As you can see, I just lost a life. But yeah, I have no idea. I didn't give it a chance. I did play Streets of Rage 2, but by the time I played it, you know, people were moving on to the Nintendo 64. I didn't really play my Genesis much. My fondest memories of the Genesis was renting Toe Jam and Earl and Earthworm Jim from Blockbuster. And I remember my parents would get so mad because, you know, Blockbuster has a 3-day rental, and I would borrow it for 4 days or 5 days. You know, not even trying to beat it, just messing around, really. And, you know, we'd have to pay an extra $4 or whatever for borrowing it for an extra day or so. My parents would get so mad at me. They're like, you should have reminded us, this and that. But, you know, I just wanted to play. Of course, back then, you know, there weren't too many games that were budget titles. Like nowadays, or even like previous generations, you could find games for like $10, $20. There wasn't that many games. Like even if they were old, Genesis and Super Nintendo games rarely went on sale. At least from my knowledge. All right, we beat round 1, losing 2 lives, but whatever. Just here to have fun. Not trying to take this game too seriously because I don't want blisters on my thumbs. But maybe another reason why I didn't really give Streets of Rage a chance was because I was also more into fighting games. So I played a lot of Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and my favorite beat 'em up were from Konami. So I would play a lot of the beat 'em ups on the arcade. But I did have Turtles in Time back when I was younger, and that's what I played a lot of on the Super Nintendo. I played a lot of Final Fight, and oh man, I remember part 1 on the Super Nintendo. I would play that game religiously. Did not want to stop until I beat it. I felt, you know, Final Fight, even though it was kind of repetitive, it felt like it was a decent amount of time like wasted on that game. Like I think if you could play it straight through without messing up too many times, you could probably beat it within an hour, maybe a little more or less. But I don't know why I felt like Streets of Rage, the stages were super long. I don't know. Maybe I was just a low-key Super Nintendo fanboy. Who knows? But it's not like I didn't show Genesis any love. I mean, I played a lot of Vector Man, the X-Men games. but there hasn't been too many Genesis games that I've beaten. I think the only other beat 'em up I'm familiar with on the Genesis would be Comic Zone. I mean, I played like Altered Beast and Golden Axe in the arcades and Sega Genesis, but I don't think I've ever beaten it. And even though I do classify those as beat 'em ups, I don't consider them beat 'em ups of this style, where you know you're just roaming the streets, like punching and kicking. But I do remember playing Streets of Rage 2. I don't remember beating it. I remember playing it with my neighbor friend. I'm a little older than him. He was about, I think I was about like 10 or 11 years old already. I'm not sure if that's when Streets of Rage 3 came out, or I was playing it while it's old already. Not too sure about that, but I remember playing Streets of Rage 2 with my neighbor, and we got to the final boss, and we just didn't beat it. It kind of took us a couple of hours to do it, because you know, a lot of continues and whatnot between the both of us. And once we lost to the final boss, we were like, we didn't feel like playing another 2-3 hours just to get back to that point. We're like, I don't think it was worth the, you know, looking up the ending. So we just never beaten it. And then Streets of Rage 3, I didn't really play until the Dreamcast days, because my Dreamcast, oh, that's a strange combo. But my Dreamcast, it wasn't modded or anything, but it was one of those that could play burnt CDs. And I had a compilation disc of Sega Genesis games on the one, and it had Streets of Rage 3. And that's when I first tried it out. That's how I found out about a kangaroo as a character and some guy on rollerblades. That was a lot of fun. I just wish I had the patience to beat it. Okay, is it boss time? Yep. Oh no. Oh yeah, it is boss. Whatever his name is. Yikes, I might have to use a continue here. This guy's a lot harder than the last boss. I don't think I even did any damage to him. Dude, and his attacks, like, look at that. Took a quarter of my... Oh my gosh. What is the strategy here? Am I dealing any damage to this guy? Oh man. There we go. I might have to use a continue though, which I don't want to do. Maybe this will help. Wow. I should have used that before I wasted all those continues. Or lives, rather. Come on, I gotta clutch this. This is ridiculous. Oh no. Why is this like reach like so? Like I didn't get that, man. Alright, round 2 is done. But that was ridiculous. Like, how did he, like, destroy me like that? You know, it'd be understandable if he was a cool bad guy, but come on. Alright, this won't be a long stream. I'll probably play until all my continues are done. I know it's Retro Friday, but I have to retro my act up and clean the house. So got some responsibilities to do as an adult. But maybe I'll pick up another game later on today, stream that on a different platform. Aww. Oh, now I find food. I think what I like about this game is that there's more than 3 characters on the screen. That was my, well, I shouldn't say gripe, but that's kind of my gripe with Final Fight on the Super Nintendo, was that, like, not that the game was, like, easy, but I felt that the enemies were pretty cheap. But they were cheap because they could only fit like 2 or 3 enemies at a time. Whereas, you know, the arcade port or even in this game, as you saw, there was like 5 enemies jumping you. But I don't feel that, you know, like I feel that the combat here is fair. And I noticed that I got a couple extra lives because I know I lost one and then I gained it back through this continue, which is pretty cool. So I'm glad they're kind of generous on that. I don't know how many rounds there are in this game, but I don't think I'm going to be beating it today. I mean, if I do, I'll be surprised. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh, I'm surprised I caught him. Okay, I have one continue left. Doubt I'm gonna... Yeah, one continue left. Doubt I'm gonna like go far with this. But alright, round 3 cleared. Pretty sweet. I'll probably look this up, and if there's like 10 rounds, I might play this game with like infinite continues or something with a game cheating code, because I don't think I have patience to I don't think I would have the patience to play this game 10 times until I could beat, you know, so many rounds. Yeah, man. I do remember having fun with this game playing with 2 players, so maybe that would help. If I had a friend over, if my wife feels like beating up some bad guys with me. I mean, she does play games, but I don't know if she's played games like this or has a lot of experience with it. She told me she played Battletoads and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when she was younger with her older brother. But, you know, I don't think she's really kept up with it when he's not playing. But you never know, maybe just having one person on screen would make this game a little easier. Come on, give me food. Oh no. Oh. See, I got an extra life. That's great, but I need food though, because I don't want to lose that extra life. And I don't want to use the special until I reach the boss, because that really helps. I really hate this henchman. It's like, how does he have infinite bottles? Like, even the guys just carrying knives only have one knife. Alright, cool. That was an extra life. I'll take it. And I'll take some money too. Don't know what that does, but why not just grab some random stuff off the floor? Ooh, sweet. Got an apple, extra life. I don't know what I just picked up. Oh man, now it's starting to get cheap. And I did not mean to press that button. Well, it's like I have to make do. Oh man, and the food was right there. I'm trying to do a jump attack, but did I get the food? Okay. I was trying to do a jump attack because the strat with these games is, you know, if there's like more than 2 or 3 people on the screen, you want them all on one side, so one attack could hit them all. But sometimes it's just impossible or very, very hard to do. Alright, it's the boss. Dang. I had to use it. Can't believe he wasted half my energy already. But alright, round 4 clear. We're making progress. Oddly enough, I do remember getting this far in this game. I just don't know how far I am into this game. I don't know if I'm halfway through, if I'm close to finishing it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was only like 6 or 7 stages, but as I'm getting older, it's like I don't have the time to like repeat rounds 1 through 5 just to get back here again. Man, aren't these guys... Oh, jeez. Well, that's game over. Ugh. Well, okay, I guess we'll call the stream here. Like I said, I was only going to play till game over. At least I got the high score, so I mean... That's a Score Attack Friday, Score Attack Monday score for you, I guess. But yeah, we'll just end the stream here. Maybe I will hop on later on either Twitch or Facebook with a retro game for Friday. But if you did like this short, crappy playthrough, please like and subscribe. If you're watching this on a replay, feel free to comment. I'll try to respond to those comments if it's a real comment. I've been getting spam lately, and I just leave it alone. Not even gonna bother. But thank you for watching, whether it's live or a replay. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.